So Bjorn, another great show, another great day. I mean, a little cloudy out and stuff, but it kind of, this is my temperature. I kind of like this. And so how'd it go this year?
It went very well. We have more boats on the water than we had the previous years. I think it's grown nicer boats than previous years. Have more variety of boats, not only wood boats. We got, some big racers here, and the big guns on the lake showed up here today. So I think it's been a very good show. Good show. A little bit more sun would be good, but
Yeah, it would be. It'd be okay. The pizza's great.
Pizza's good.
Huh?
Mino, stone-fired pizza.
Yeah.
He's very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, very happy to be here. So.
Yeah, it's great stuff. Yeah. So, you do have a larger variety of cool little. This thing I just love this.
Yeah, it's you can and the story is great. Picked up for $400 on the Craigslist, and he put some effort into it, in the garage, and he has an award-winning boat. And it looks cool, it's essential for the 60s look, with the Cadillac look and wings and headlights and all of that stuff. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, you don't see those every day.
No, you don't.
No.
It's fairly rare.
Yeah,
fairly
it's
rare.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
So in the turnout, turnout's been good.
I think so. I hope so. I hope people showing up for the parade, and we got the bar and we got the live music starting now, and I think it's going to be great.
All right. Hey, what more could you need?
That's right. And we are very happy to be here, be guests at the State Park and at the Regatta Sailing Center. Both the state and the sailing center is very accommodating to us and to everybody. So big thank you for them for doing this.
Yeah, this is a perfect venue for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and Casey Duva, the general manager, is keen on using the property and the amenities here to promote themselves and the lake and having a good day.
Yeah. It's been awesome. Yep. So it's a great place, great facility.
Yep.
Great hosts.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep. Have a good day.
Yep, you too. Thanks. Hi, I'm here with Lisa Hastings from Lake Life Yoga. Lisa has a great school. She's a dear friend also. And those of you who know me know that I'm into yoga. So Lisa's got a great class. It's done outdoors. It's on the lake, hence the name. And this year at the Lake Day event, we actually had a yoga segment as well. So people could come and do yoga. It was a free class that Lisa was teaching. And just wanted to ask her a little bit about lake life and doing yoga outside and what inspired you to go ahead and get this going and why you picked outside yoga.
I started the yoga class about a year ago, and because I really love practicing outside. You hear the sounds of the birds, the geese, the ducks, the water, feel the breeze. You connect a little bit better with yourself and nature.
Okay, so physically, is it more difficult to do yoga outside? Is there a difference between being in a controlled environment like a studio versus being outside with a breeze and things are moving around?
It's not more difficult for sure. It's a little bit more. It's just lovely because you're outside. You're hearing these sounds that you would not hear in a studio setting, and it's just connecting you, like I said before, a little bit deeper to yourself and deeper to your outside nature.
All right, cool. And what happens when it rains or the weather's not good, or is it you kind of like, oh well, we could move on to the next sessions, or?
Usually we try to practice anytime, although when it rains, when it's pretty consistently raining, it usually calls a quits to the class for that day, and I let people know that. However, like a day like today where it's overcast, there's a breeze, this is an awesome day to practice. It's not too hot. It's the perfect temperature. The sun's going in and out. It's perfect temperature. So I react to that as well.
That's awesome. So it seems it's been gaining popularity. There's a lot of you know, because most of the yoga that you have around here, most of the studios are studios. They're inside, and that's where they kind of do yoga.
Yeah.
Even I noticed, like, if you have an event in some places, the yoga's still usually inside. It's very rare that it's outside in this kind of environment. So, is that what you've seen? It's getting more and more popular all the time, or?
Yes, like, so I started this, like I said, a year ago, and you just don't get the same feeling in a studio. So of course, students, the outside is going to resonate with those students that want to be outside. We only have summer 3 months out of the year here in New England. So why wouldn't you want to practice outside? I started Lake Life last year because I loved it, and I know that there were students out there that would love it as well. And it just seems like it's been snowballing, like, since that time, and classes have been getting larger and not too large, but just pretty much perfect.
Yeah, and I've been to a bunch of them, and the comments you get with, wow, this is really restorative, especially for people who come there the first time, and they like the music and the breeze and the dogs barking, and I think one time a guy had a skill saw next door. that was very zen.
Motorboats, all sorts of the birds, squirrels running up the trees. Yeah, it's awesome. It really is.
So if people want to find out more about it, where do they go?
I'm on Facebook. You just have to search Lake Life Yoga Shrewsbury, and it will pop right up. Ask to join part of the group, and I will approve you.
And the schedules.
Yep.
Yeah, I usually tell them
All the information.
and give them the heads up if it's raining or snowing.
Yeah.
If you decide to expand into the winter.
Yeah. So on the About page is pretty much all the information you need, as well as the waiver to sign. So that's where you can find me.
So we're here with the Stone Fire Pizza place. And I can tell you that
We call it pizza napolitana, by the way.
pizza Plonita.
Napolitana, right from Naples, Italy.
Perfect. Is this how they do it in Italy?
Yes, that's how they do it. As a matter of fact, I have a pepperoni that's in the oven right now. She'll coming out in a minute.
It's a beautiful thing. I've been smelling this fire all morning, and I've been hungry ever since I smelled it. So, so you guys have been here. This is the second. Wow, look at that. That looks awesome. Now, is this how the crust is supposed to be? Kind of like a little crispy thing around
Exactly, because it's a thin crust to start it with, and these type of ovens, you cannot cook a thick crust because it gets cooked right on the stone itself. So the thick crust is the tendency not to cook in the middle. That's how this pizza is made in Italy. That's how they make it.
So basically, it's not the fire that's cooking it. It's the fire heats up the stone,
Exactly.
and the stone basically cooks the pizza from underneath.
Exactly. So let me show you, if you come inside of the oven, I'll show you what's happening. As I have the fire in the back, you're going to see the flames go up and roll over. As you can see, the bottom of the oven, it's smoking right now.
Yep.
And that's the heat that's creating from the fire. So that being very hot, you're cooking it from the bottom, and the flame cooks it from the top. So the hottest part of this oven is right in the middle underneath. So if it doesn't cook enough on the top, you just stick it for a second underneath. Done.
Bingo, like a microwave.
Exactly.
Yeah. How do you get the wood? Is the wood, do you get that in the back, or do you?
Yes, no, it's only one way in and one way out. We start the fire in the front.
Yeah.
As it builds up, we push it in the back. Now, if it gets too cold, if the stone gets too cold, we move the fire around so the way we could cook where the stone is, where the fire was, and we just keep doing that.
Is it just pizza? Can you cook other stuff in here? Can you throw a steak in?
You could cook a steak, you could cook a hamburgers, hot dogs, a fish, anything in there. Just like having a oven at home.
Yeah.
The only difference is the oven at home there with electricity, this one is with fire. And I can tell you, with the wood fire, the taste is unbelievable.
Oh yeah,
It changes the taste altogether. You can't beat it.
I know. Yeah, it's so good. I can't wait to. When Mark gives me a lunch break, I can come up back over and get some pizza.
I blame real Mark. Don't
Huh?
worry.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a beautiful thing. So, but there's controlling the temperature. You basically kind of have to move the fire around and.
And at times, yes, I do. So what happens is you start it, you let the whole oven heat up. As it gets colder, you keep baking pizzas at the same spot. What happens is the oven keeps warming the stone up. But if you have a large amount of pizzas to be cooked and the stone gets cold, now you move your fire around. So the way you'll be able to bake your pizza where the fire was, which is a lot hotter. So you need to pay more attention to it. It's just a matter of understanding what you're doing. Not anybody could just step in the front there and do it.
Right.
You need to have skills to do this.
Take some savvy to figure it out.
A little bit of skills will help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you have to like keep feeding wood in there?
Yes, yes, you do. So what's happening is, as the wood gets consumed by the fire, we have to keep the flame going halfway through the oven. So you got to keep feeding the wood.
Ah, so that's how you gauge it.
That's right,
The
exactly.
flame's coming over. Okay. Yeah.
See, like right now, as you can see, the flame
Yeah, I
is
can see
up
it, yeah.
and rolling over. So that's heating up whatever was there.
Oh, we got another order.
That's okay. That's what we like. That's what we do.
That's right. That's good.
And we get ready to put it in there. So to let it off the pail, we use cornmeal on the bottom, as you can see, so the way it slides nice and easy. Otherwise, having pepperoni on it, if they get stuck to the pail, all the pepperoni and the cheese will fall right off of it. So I'm gonna go right in here,
That crust is really thin too.
very thin.
Yep.
Okay, so now I'm just pushing it in, and it's ready to start
That's
cooking.
it. And that doesn't stick to the bottom, right? Because of the cornmeal and.
It does not stick to the bottom. As a matter of fact, that helps, the cornmeal helps it from not sticking. But it's gonna cook the dough just the way to perfection.
Right.
As a matter of fact, you can see it rising as we speak. See
Oh,
the
yeah.
edges? They
Yeah.
start lifting. So what happens is with that pizza, the front where the fire is it's already cooking. So I need to
Wow,
move
look
it.
at that.
I need to move it around. As you can see,
Yeah.
that's already start cooking it. And at the same time, you're gonna start seeing the cheese starts bubbling. By the time I get right back to the spot again, everything will be done. It takes 90 seconds. Of course, with the temperature 700-800 degrees, it doesn't take long.
90 seconds. So when I call for one to go, you don't say come down in 10 minutes.
No, definitely not. You can't do that. You'll have a cold
Be done-
pizza.
Be done. Be done in 90 seconds. The stuff will be
So
done.
as you can see, your crust will start getting the char on it.
Yeah.
Okay? But at the same time, it's cooking the bottom. It's very, very important, the temperature of this oven and understanding what the oven does.
Yeah.
As you can see, the bottom,
So this is a tending. It's like sautéing something. You got to be.
yes,
You got to be right there on
you
it.
gotta stay
Yeah.
right here. It takes one guy just to operate this in the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you leave it for 2 seconds, if I go in the kitchen for a minute, forget it, you'll
Yeah.
burn it.
Yeah. You're making another pizza.
Yeah.
Wow. It comes out. Look at that.
Huh?
90 seconds. That's faster than the microwave.
Now we can try and serve it. We'll put it in a box and off we go.
Yeah, but like a static store.
No, we do not. Actually, the way this was born, we are from Stonefire Outdoor Living, so
Yep.
we promote the outdoor kitchen and stuff like that, like a grill, wood fire oven,
Okay.
fireplaces, fire pits.
So you kind of do this.
So we did this to start it with to promote the wood fire ovens,
Yeah.
but it's taken a whole new dimension.
Yeah.
And we kind of like it, and we enjoy doing it. It's fun.
Oh, good. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Hey, I'm here with Andy Pollock, and they have an award this year for the best non-wooden contemporary boat. And it was interesting when they were explaining what the award was all about, and how you get it and what they look for. They said they want, they look for something that's unique and well done and fun, and can pull a skier and do all this other stuff. And this year, they got all of that with Andy's boat. So Andy, you have an award-winning boat, and you have a very interesting story around how you got the boat and how you got it going. So
Yeah, about in 2014, I picked this up on Craigslist in Plymouth, Mass. for about $400 with the motor. And it was really just a fiberglass shell that was in bad shape. Somebody put Bondo all over it. That was all cracking and coming off. The transom was ruined. All the wood was rotten. And there was the dashboard was cracked in half. Like about a foot-long crack was going down the dash, and it was offset, the two sides. And it had really no hardware, no nothing. So I had to start from scratch. I had no idea what I was doing. I had never restored a boat. And I kind of didn't know what I was getting into with the boat. Probably watching, like that show, American Restoration, too many times. I was inspired by that show. So, I had a guy come over one time to, maybe he was going to work on it. I was just kind of picking his brain. And he said, well, you're going to have to separate the two halves into two, or you can't work on it. I said, what do you mean? And he said, yeah, there's no way to get in there and do all the work. You have to separate it into a bottom and a top, or forget it. And I said, oh. So that was basically the first thing. I had to, remove the rub rail, pull out like about 1,000 rivets and screws, and then separate the two halves. And then there was just two different pieces that had to be worked on. And I just learned as I went. Fiberglass, epoxy, all those things. And other than that, I mean, I'm an electrical engineer, not a mechanical engineer, but I, just use common sense in terms of making things strong and overbuilding, so that I didn't worry about whether or not something was done right. And I worked on it for 2.5 years, and just had to. There's no way to find parts because it's a rare boat that I only know about 20 or 30 that exist, and so it was really about just getting appropriate marine parts, not exact parts, and then got it back together and did all the sanding, and then painted everything except for the top. My son did the design of the stripes and the thing in the back for the decals, and that's it. The seats actually came with it, and I've done nothing to them except that they were blue in the middle. And SEM makes a nice marine vinyl paint that's the only red they have, but they've been fine since then. At some point I'll probably redo that. And other than that, this is just fun. It sits in the water all year, and I never take it out of the water. I just use it like almost every day.
So this is a driver?
What do you mean? Oh yeah. This is not a trailer. This is not a trailer boat. I mean, this never goes in the trailer. I use this thing every day, all the time.
That's funny. So I wouldn't have suspected that. I really would have thought, he puts this away in the garage. And he has like another boat that he has. Oh, that's
not a
that's
trailer
something.
queen, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. It's just so unique and cool, and it brings you back to the '60s. And I don't know how to describe it.
No, it's just like I was just looking for a project, and I wanted a mini boat. This just happened to be the first one I found.
And the headlights are all.
Yeah.
Everything's they operate and.
Oh yeah, those headlights work. Those are LEDs because that's what I can get now. So,
yeah.
Everything works, and I had to rebuild that motor. I didn't know anything about that either, and then that starts up right away, and it's very reliable.
That's a beautiful thing. So it looks like it zips right along too.
It'll do about 30 miles an hour tops. But you're sitting so close to the water.
I was going to say, that's about as fast as you want to be
like
going on that.
Yeah, it's kind of like a go-kart.
Like a boat cart.
Yeah. Now I could
That's
maybe
a new
tow
word. I just made
somebody,
that up.
Yeah, I could maybe tow somebody, but I've never done it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think I could pull a skier out of the water, but I could probably tow it too.
A light one you probably could, but they would pull you back. That's the problem with this thing. They would just yank you back and forth when they moved around the way.
Right. Yeah, I feel that. Okay.
Yeah. But that's beautiful. Maybe not made for skiing, but boy, is it a cool boat to cruise around in, I bet.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So the seats, so these were like this, right?
Yeah, they're not the original seats either. I have, like, there's a guy that I found online who has one of these boats,
Yeah.
and he has the original seats, and they don't look like this. It's single bucket seats
Yeah.
that are
love
like,
the
I don't
look,
know,
though.
black and orange
Yeah.
or something like that. But somebody made these seats for this boat at some point, and I kind of like them. I think it's good. They're comfortable. They're still in good shape, so I'm just gonna get them recovered.
Yeah. I think the covers look good.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
I thought they were like new.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know how old they are, but they're in good shape, so I'm just going to have them reupholstered. Other than that, I mean, like this boat, it was originally designed for 2-cable steer,
Yeah.
which,
Oh, really? Yeah.
but none of the hardware was there, and I didn't want to fool around with trying to figure out how to make that work and get it all put together, so I just converted it to that, and everything back there is basically jerry-rigged to work. But it works great. I can steer this thing with my pinky,
Yeah.
and it just moves.
Well, you kind of modernized everything that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty modernized. And I was worried about the transom. The original design is like they had a 1/4 inch of plywood, and then a separate piece in the middle, and then another 1/4 inch with no. These were separate pieces. So in between each one was just fiberglass 1/4 inch. So everybody's transom, I think, was ruined. And so this thing is built completely differently. The back, I'm going all the way across, and I have a very thick piece in the middle, and then I've got braces diagonal braces that come down from the middle of the transom to the floor, and then everything's glued and bolted in so that it can never move. It's like a rock now.
Do you store this in the water, or does it sit on a lift or something?
No, it's in the water. I don't have a lift. I'd love to have a lift for it, but maybe I could use a jet ski little platform that you can just drive up onto. Would probably work for this, but no. So whenever I take it out, I have to clean the bottom, but it comes right off.
Yeah, as long as you get it when you take it out.
Yeah. Yep.
It's an awesome boat. Congratulations, Andy.
Thank you very much.
Hey, we're here with Iris and Morgan from Club Pilates, a new fitness facility here in Shrewsbury, right?
Absolutely.
You guys just
yes.
moved into the Lakeway.
Absolutely, yes.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about Club Pilates. How long you guys have been, going at it, and why it's good for us.
Sure. Well, we're the new neighbor in town. We are officially opening in less than a couple of weeks. So we're very exciting to be partnering with the local community, lovely events such as this. Also trying to promote Pilates as a way of life, just to get everyone moving properly. Our motto is do Pilates, do life. It can literally help you in all areas. There is nothing that cannot benefit from you having a more balanced, stronger, flexible body. So we're just trying to spread the wealth and the health.
Cool. You hear that, Mark? A little exercise wouldn't hurt, okay? All right, so tell us what about Pilates. I mean, okay, so it stretches you out, it develops your core, a little bit of cardio, I guess, right?
Absolutely.
That's the benefits of it, or is there something else going on that...
It strengthens you from the inside out. So it does start with strengthening your core, which includes your abdominal muscles, back muscles, even inner thighs. So everything from the inside out, you will develop strength, as I said, flexibility, long, lean muscle. It is a full body workout every time, so you will work everything out. You will never underwork or overwork anything. And as you mentioned, you will get the stretching, all kind of encompassed in one low impact workout, which is the main thing. It's a very effective workout, but you're very unlikely to get injured or hurt doing it.
Can anyone do it? Is it is it easy, hard?
It is
Sounds
for
hard. So, it's a sweat?
everybody.
Is a sweat involved?
If you're like me, you will be a sweaty mess after class.
Okay, so there's
yes.
sweat involved, and then you have to, you're breathing heavy, brings up your breath?
It's very reasonable, so you will get a cardio component without huffing and puffing too much.
All
So yes, you can clean up a little bit and go right back to work after.
All right. All right. Is there eating involved? Do you get to eat there? Tootsie Rolls?
We're gonna be in a lovely plaza. You can eat around the plaza, but we're not gonna have Tootsie Rolls or pizza nights.
Okay. All right, so.
I know what you're getting at. You're trying to get me.
You know where I belong then. So, oh, awesome. So, and how long, is this a part of a bigger company? Is it a
It is, yes, it is a franchise, although each location is individually owned and operated. Started on the West Coast and making its way here. This is one of 6 locations that we hope to bring to you within the next few years. So very, very exciting to be bringing it to this area.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Hey, welcome to town.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Very excited to be here.
So we're out here with one of the judges' boats. We have 3 judges' boats going right now, and so right now we're out here with Angela Schnell, Senator Mike Moore, and our trusty select woman, Beth Cassavant. All good judges of character, as I've learned in the past, but we'll see how they do on the boats. Okay, see what they come up with that. Great theme this year. The theme this year is holiday. So pick your favorite holiday, and you can have like any holiday you want. This is not an official boat over here.
Here comes the judges.
This is a rogue judge boat. Okay, it's a competing judge. We don't really talk to them. Okay, they're waving. They're taking pictures. See, they're mocking us. They're taking pictures. There it is. 2 hands on the wheel. Okay. So we got a Halloween boat. I believe that one over there, the Triumph, is the fastest for the rest of us. It's fun that the people, we're out in front of the Marine Corps League right now, and there's people waving from the shore, so it's good.
Comes a classic boat.
Yeah, great selection of wooden boats.
I like the St. Patrick's Day boat. Rainbow is a great idea.
I like that everybody's got costumes. Yeah, to match.
When do they find out what the theme is going to be?
A couple months
Yeah,
ago.
they announced it probably, I'm going to say June, somewhere in June.
So it's not like you can go after Halloween and
Right.
pick out what's left
Save.
in costumes and be ready for
Right.
the next year. You actually have to shop on the fly.
Have to plan.
They're singing happy birthday on the birthday boat.
Now, my understanding of, is this the boat that was actually decorated last night? Yes, it was. They had an epiphany, and they go, we want to be in the parade. And they went out and did that. So, kudos to those guys. They're
Enthusiasm.
yeah, exactly.
You did a nice job.
The Halloween
'Cause they don't know
Elmo
any better.
boat.
That's right. Another beautiful, it's a Grady White little old outboard.
Elmo out there.
I don't think,
I think
that's a
there's a
homemade
Pokemon
costume.
in the front.
The whole gang.
Right.
Yeah. That's cool.
Is that Loverboy playing? I believe it is.
Is it?
Loverboy, yeah.
And the girls' boat?
Oh, and the
on the
girls'.
Valentine's. Oh yeah, these guys got some enthusiasm going here.
Oh, the big Hershey's Kiss.
Very cute.
So there's 2 categories this year, right? There's the runabout category here, and then there's the pontoon category. So I think it's a little bit more challenging to get a good theme going on a runabout. These guys did a good job.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, this boat looks like they're dressed like firefighters.
They're dressed like firefighters for
Oh,
like in a
look at
rescue
that.
boat. That's a clever costume. They look very authentic. Someone jump in, see if they'll save you. Okay. Beautiful classic wooden boats. They're kind of all heading back to the dock now. But this is my favorite part of the parade. Actually, is the old classic boats. I just love them. Everyone tells me not to buy one though because they're a lot of work, but they're beautiful. They're beautiful to look at, and to see all these things running. We have two of the prize winners I see are out here. The red one over there, and I believe this guy right here also won. So nice stuff. But just look at the way that they kind of travel through the water. Classic. Really cool and fun boats. There's our judge's boat again. We should actually be able to judge the judge's boat, I think. Huh?
I think it's Flag Day.
This is the best one
Flag Day's
right
the
here.
holiday they picked.
Right.
Flag Day.
Good old flag.
We'll write
Mike
that
has a
down,
bunch of
Flag Day
flags.
boat.
The St. Patty's boat is kind of cool.
Mm.
Did a good job with that.
The cat actually moves its head too over there.
Does it? Yeah, you can pull up over closer to those guys. Get right up over there. This antique right here is called a Jersey Skiff, I think, or a Jersey Racer. And they race those boats. That's a racing boat. That's hence the big numbers on the side. And you can see there's two people in it. Normally that would be the crew. You needed a mechanic. You need someone to steer it because the mechanic was operating the one part of the boat, and the obviously the pilot was steering the direction. But those things go really fast. That little boat probably does like 60 miles an hour.
He said he goes 70 miles an
Okay,
hour.
70. I stand corrected. 70 miles an hour, which is real fast. If you
Yeah.
ever saw that's inside of that boat, you'd be like, "You're gonna go 70 in this?" So, is that our birthday boat over there?
Yep.
These guys they definitely get the enthusiastic. Do you have like an enthusiasm award? There actually is one?
No,
Oh,
there should be.
there should be. What do I know?
Or the one that dances to their theme or something.
Right. Okay, Elmo is probably overheated in the suit or something because he's not moving now. Yeah. Easter Bunny's still moving.
He's been dancing the whole time.
I know. There's some enthusiasm there too. There's some energy there. Yeah.
That's great.
The whole boat. These guys, I think they're in sync too. Oh, the Hershey's Kiss.
Yeah.
I didn't see that before. There you go.
He works really hard, I can tell you that firsthand, on the lake and trying to move forward agendas for a clean lake and agendas for people to get involved in the lake. So can we give Pete a hand? This other team, full throttle, you see them down on the beach. These guys also, every time we ask them, they step up. They're always here supporting the event by bringing the fun, but they also support it by donating for us and just promoting with the younger set who are trying to get involved here in the lake. Brett Marsimo, are you here? Steven, are you here? Where'd they go?
The old guy.
We're gonna give it to the assistant. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much. Doug Russell Marine also donated. I don't know if anybody's here from Doug Russell. Just wanted to recognize them. And that beautiful bench that you guys have all been enjoying all day over there that we are still selling raffle tickets for, although Terry McNamara says he's going to win, is from skichair.com. Mike's also been a great supporter. He likes to donate as well as support our efforts along the lake. So thank you, Mike Molino from Ski Chair. So I gotta say, this year for me, this has been the most spirited boat parade so far. What we made up for in numbers, you guys made up for in energy. Like really, really, really fun. From the dock here, watching you guys go around, I loved it. Super fun. So we've got two categories because we know the pontoon boats are a different animal to decorate. So kind of pontoon and regular. And with that, here's Carrie.
Hello, everyone. I'm Carrie Vokes. I have happen to be the secretary of LQWA, thank you so much again for coming down. We really appreciate your support. So what everybody's been waiting for, the pontoon boats. We're gonna call those out by, we have four winners. Okay, we're gonna start with number 4. So that's the boat called Festivus. Please come up. Please come up and get your prize. Our president, Barbara Kickham-Sahagian, is passing that out. Thank you so much. Festivus. Okay. Number 3 is the birthday boat. Yeah. Representing from Edgemere, come on up. Come on up and get your prize. Right up here. This is great to see young people getting involved. And yes, please come back next year. Bring your friends. Okay, number 2, Hey Halloween. Please come up. Number 2. Who's Corn? Corn. I am so sorry. Corn. The Corn. Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, Dennis.
Yes. Okay, and number 1. Pretty big number here. St. Patty's. Please come down. Yeah, thank you. We all enjoyed the dance, especially the jig in the back. That was great.
Bless you.
So, okay, we're gonna go with the typical boats. Number 3 was the Easter boat. Please come up and accept your prize. Easter. We had, are they here? Madukas? Okay. Okay. The Easter boat. And then number 2, the Black Cat boat. And number 1 would be the Valentine's boat. And again, thank you so much from our sponsors. Thank you so much. So hopefully you will stay and enjoy the libations and the music until 6 o'clock. Thank you for coming, and please spread the word because we'll be doing this again next year.